Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Geis. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And he finds McLaurin. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 28.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Pick me up. Here we go. He's crashing. Switch gears.
On the ground, it's Geis. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Buying time to his left. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 13-yard line.
I'm not sure he falls under the category of mobile quarterback, but he's athletic enough that if you don't keep your rush lanes intact, he finds a way to hurt you.
As coaches like to say, I wouldn't call him a burner, but enough there in the tank. From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. Wiggles free. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
You ready? Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
On first down, Cobb. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's move to our quarter. Let's go.
Throwing again. Cobb. Got an open man. It's Ratley. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Damian Ratley, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Here we go. Here we go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now a run with Geis, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Come on, set. 15 on it. Hey, let's get some power.
From the gun on 3rd down. Haskins, he's got Evans. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Topper!
Throwing on 1st down. Cobb. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That's good for 28 yards.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down.
1st down, Cowboys.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Operating from the gun. Cobb. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Kill. Wide, get wide. Let's go.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on 2nd down. Cobb. This is the tight end, Njoku. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
The kick by Maher is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, Cobb. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Off the play fake. Cobb nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punch coming in, I don't have a return punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not. But sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Check clock. 24. Check.
Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Haskins is going to fire one deep over the middle, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Haskins now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Now Haskins on 1st down, and this is caught by Evans. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A Redskin 1st down, the pickup 15 yards.
Washington Redskins, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
53 is the mic. That's long. Twist. Check 99. Short. Mike, 53.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's Geis. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 11-yard line.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's coming this way. Here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is now 14-10.
14. Cowboys 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Set,
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
To throw on third down, Cobb. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 45-yard line. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Cobb. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
They'll run with Geis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Check.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Montez Sweat able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Going deep here for Watkins. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back 1 pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Check it back.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Airing this one out for Evans. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Mike Evans His second touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Redskins scoop it. Look at this, middle of the field. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball.
As I look down at the sideline and see the special teams coach, you can just see those shoulders sagging, can't you?
Absolutely.
You talk about having some great emotion going. Think about the elation he was feeling on the return. Everything synced up well, blocked well, everything was going great. And then they end up dropping the football.
And a nice job, though, to make that football come out defensively.
It was. Give them credit for making that happen. But boy, I just feel the pain of that poor guy on the sidelines. All diagrammed well. And it ends up poorly.
Tackled there by Monte Nicholson.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 15-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
80 weapon.
Slow. No.
Hey, Haywood.
2nd and 5. And this is caught by Watkins. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Kill.
They'll try and run for it with Hill. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
And the Cowboy first down.
Let's go now. 10-2 stop.
Hey, watch the slant.
Snap.
On 1st down, Pollard. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Motion, man.
Off play action. Cobb. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Reuben Foster picks it. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together. and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Cobb. Throwing left side, it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a 1st down run is sniffed out from the start as he'll drop him for a loss of 4. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. The kick by Marr is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I've talked to. They always say...
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
At the 31-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun. Cobb dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Cowboys on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
218, chop. Go. Hey, Delta.
Watch two.
On the go.
On fourth down, Cobb. Going deep here for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cowboys. Sammy Watkins, 79 yards. And the Cowboys get a bit closer.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Check 13. Check 13.
This is Geis. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Did have to use time.
And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Terry McLaurin there to make the grab. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Watch out. Watch out, watch out, watch out.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Second and 13. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Looking to throw. Cobb. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season. Back to throw. Cobb.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offense...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Damian Ratley with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cowboys cut into that lead.
Matchbox lights.
Hey, watch it, watch it.
They'll
look to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
At their own 19-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Haskins out of the gun. It got his man complete. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, 81 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Come on, QB.
Bravo.
Choose the mic. Let's go. Mic 2. Watch 2. Watch 2. Hit it.
On 1st and 10. Cobb. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Let's go.
And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
From the gun, Cobb. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Redskins scoop it. And fantastic field possession has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone. Here's Geis. And this thing gets blown up well behind the line of scrimmage, but the marker is down on the field. Who's this against? Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Haskins going to try to throw it. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like...
Under pressure, they got him again. Montez Sweat. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Looking to throw. Cobb. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Monte Nicholson picks it, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
The Redskins take over first and 10.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Check 31, check 31. Bang, 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 bang.
3rd down, here's Geis. And Geis is going to be stopped short as he did not get the push he needed. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. David Njoku. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. The Cowboys offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
keep it on the ground. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well at hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was